Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the 11th in this series of Experiencing Your Best Life. This is Kathy Ramford, your host from Extraordinary Ordinary Life. So, what a week it's been. Lots of ups and downs, and a lot of shifts for a few people on a lot of different levels. So, absolutely fascinating. And yeah, new beginnings in a lot of different ways. So, I thank you for continuing on this journey, and we'll see it through to the 12th. Okay, so on that note, I invite you to stop, relax, sit down, close your eyes, and in the safe space that you have created for yourself, as always, take a deep breath in and just sense into the field, that safety shield that was connected in with you. Just feel it in there, shield around you. And as you breathe out, just feeling all that excess dross of the week go out with each out breath. And yes, for some of you, it might look like stinky breath or something like that. But continuing to be deeply and normally knowing that the shield, protection, your bubble of infinite creation allows everything not required by you in this realm, in this reality, to simply exit. So just do some deep tummy breathings, breathing into your abdomen, puffing it out like a little baby, and then as you breathe out, just pushing your tummy in and using those stomach muscles to force the air out of your lungs. Another deep breath in and pushing out. Another deep breath in, using the tummy, pulling, expanding your stomach as much as you can, breathing in everything that you can, and pushing out. On the next deep breath in, just feel all the colors in your realm, just breathing in colors. For some of you, these colors may even start to have a taste or familiarity to them. Breathe in deep, breathe out. Breathe in deep, breathe out. Bring your attention to the third eye, that's the center of your forehead. Breathe a deep breath in and out. Many of you keep breathing deeply in and out, focus on the third eye, the center of your forehead. And for many of you, you'll be feeling a tingling, like there's an electric pulse in there, just inside your head, the pineal gland active, having shed all of the calcification from this realm, having shed all of the wrongness that was brought into your whole life experience as a human through something, through the adversary, through the adversity. You'll have to go back to listen to 10 to get the name. The adversary. And yes, some people may call it Satan, the devil, whatever you want to, evil, incarnate. And yet, really, what we're doing on this journey is understanding that we are the creator, and that at any given perspective, from another perspective, could seem wrong or like a lie. Taking a deep breath in, just feeling that tingly, just pulsing. Your whole head should be starting to tingle right now. It's like an electric pulse. It's actually quite interesting. You feel it and draw your attention to it. Just relax into it. Even if you haven't felt this before, know that you're safe and protected within your bubble, within your shielding, unique and specific to you, that allows things to come in for you, that support and help shed the bindings of this realm so that your avatar can walk through this realm, adhering to rules like gravity when needed and when not needed. For example, like walking over a chasm or something like that. You can simply airwalk. Imagine or pretend there's steps there. Imagine or pretend there's a path there. It does not matter. When you unbind yourself, your avatar, from this reality, as an immortal, you can continue experiencing this reality with slight tweaks to the rules as and when you feel fit. So the next deep breath in, feeling that tingling in your third eye, within your whole head. Just breathe it in to your lungs, pulling that tingling down through your spinal cord, to your heart, lungs, abdominal cavity, through your legs and arms, where you're breathing out through your hands, through your feet. Breathing in through your third eye, and letting that flow all through down your body and exiting out through the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet. And as you're doing so, remembering the last session where we're in the space of creation, not source, but pure creation. We're in that space again, paying attention to that, but this time we're in the middle of that crystal ball. And you can look up and around you. And for the purposes of me providing explanation on this journey tonight, I will talk about timelines as being linear, but we are in the space of our entire human existence at the very center, looking out at all of those different experiences that we've had, perhaps multiple times doing the same thing, perhaps multiple times even living the life that you perceive you're living now. And you're taking it all in, you're simply observing your human experience in this realm from the very center, being able to see all perspectives, all limitations, all joys, all excitements, all sadness, all loss, all of those things that are natural and or part of the human experience. And as you come to terms with all the lives that you've lived, you can feel this tingling starting at the top of your scalp and just spreading from that point, that tiny, tiny infinitesimal point, over your skin, from the scalp of your head down to the eyebrows at the front, the back of your head at the back, and continuing to come through almost like someone's pulling, I'm getting the word condom over you. And as it comes down over your head, over your body, you're not limited in your movements or anything, but you can just feel this protection, extra protection just coming over you. Your whole body is at your shoulders now, top of your chest cavity, top of the arms and shoulders. And just coming down, feeling that tingling going across your whole, the surface of your skin. Just feel that tingling. As it passes over, you can feel your hairs on the arms of your legs, just standing up across your whole body. Goosebumps almost, some would call it. But this is more than goosebumps. It's like a very mild electrical pulse all across your body, across your entire being. And yes, some of you have guessed already what this is going to do, but just keep with the process. The session previously, we cleared out all the wrongness in your timeline, in your lives, in all of your human experiences due directly to the adversary. Now at the point of creation of your human experience, we're getting another infinitesimally physical layer, shielding across our physical body, physically our avatar. So if imagine or pretend that you are cutting out using one of those artist's tools, carving out a shape in a block of clay, very carefully going around the edges of that shape in the clay, cutting it out. This is exactly what's happening now to your physical body. And as you become aware of this, those minute, so perfectly slicing you out, cutting you out, unbinding you from this reality, unbinding your avatar from this reality, leaving the immortal within to still continue to experience this human realm. Your avatar is being secured with safety and love. As you're becoming aware as it's going all through your body, your arms have been completed now. And right now, all this tingling, some of you have raised a head, that's perfectly fine. I'm just describing it as the process unfolds, as the knowledge unfolds as well, what's happening to you in your physical space, in your spiritual, mental, and emotional space. I'm also seeing images of, what they show you in spacesuits, which are, a lot of spacesuits are much larger than the body, but imagine a skin-tight spacesuit completely covering your body, and yet that spacesuit keeps your body, your physical avatar, warm and cool, keeps it dry, keeps it fed, keeps it air in its lungs. This physical, so you're getting the metaphysical version of that. I can't describe it in human terms anymore. It's now covering the pelvis region. So it's interesting that a few of you, as it's covering the pelvis region, are a little bit worried about that you can't expel waste or anything like that with this covering. Just take a deep breath in and release that fear. It's interesting that it wasn't worrying you when it went over your mouth and nose, eyes and ears, and yet you are worried about it here. And that's just a point of observation to bring your attention to it and to release. It works exactly the same. You can still interact fully with this environment, with this realm. And now it's sliding down the legs. That's beautiful. Knees, sliding, but going very quickly down the legs and down the shins, feet, and covering up feeling this tingling on the bottom of your feet as you feel yourself anchored into this realm. Imagine and pretend that your feet are in the grass. And below that, you can feel the answering response of the grounding in the earth in this realm. Now, I know caterpillars spin a chrysalis and become a butterfly. The reason I'm bringing this is because some of you have just used this whole experience to emerge and to become iridescent butterflies. Deep breaths in, just seeing that iridescent greens and blues that a lot of moths and butterflies have. How they have completely transformed every molecule in their body from one physical thing to the next. And this is exactly what has happened for you now. You have transformed with this covering, with this shield, with this spacesuit, condom, whatever you want to call it. It is actually a shield. It's bouncing away from you. Anything physical that is detrimental to your avatar in this realm. And as you sit there in the center of creation, in the center of your creation, in the center of all of your human experiences, you can see that beautiful, almost filigree lace just everywhere, golden, shining, the interconnectedness of everything. How it's clear for you to have the experiences that you have wished or booked into, depending on your belief system, how you go about that. How each life and death cycle has given you and raised you and allowed you to be exactly where you are now in time and space, ready to walk the realm as an immortal being, having an experience. Now, I want you to imagine and pretend that you know a lot about, I'm going to say, knots. Yes, knots. The art of macrame is about, in some ways, the art of knotting. The art of knitting and crocheting is, again, sometimes the art can be considered an art of knotting. Any scout or girl guide learns how to do knots. So in this time and space, where knots, pulling back to the center of creation, the center of creation of the human experience for all of us. Knots in strings, in material, was the original form of communication that told a story. It allowed humans to read the land, to be at one with the realm. It provided for visual reading, for physical reading, different knots, different material, told stories, and was passed down from generation to generation the ancient wisdom of having a human experience in the human realm, in the unconditional love experiment. Bringing that through now, that ancient knowledge, that ancient wisdom, just feeling it bubble through you, throughout time and space. In an infinite loop, and yet like not stories, like all stories, there is an end, or perhaps an exit, once enough has been completed. When you're ready to move on, you go, you level up in the world of the gaming phonetics. So there's a lot of processing going on with this. And while the energies are flowing, I'd like to bring your attention to the day that you've just had, perhaps the last few days you've just had, perhaps the last week, perhaps the last month. And I invite you to look at your experiences over those periods of time and reflect on how you've gone, where you've gone, where you'd like to go in the future. And you can mentally write a to-do list, all of those to-do things that you need to write down, need to get done in order to have those experiences. And yet what happens with a to-do list? It's like a punishment list. So convert your to-do list into an experience list itself. I want to experience a nice clean house with great friends who've come around, and we just have a great afternoon chatting and talking. And as you keep your focus on that, maybe you clean, maybe you don't, it doesn't matter. The experience is about focusing on bringing into your life what you desire. The experience is about changing your past so that it sets you up for the experiences that you desire. Deep breath in. You're at the center of creation. The past that you believe you've had in the last day, week, month, year is only a backstory. You are at the center of creation. You have the power to recreate that story, or to create that story, more importantly, at the center of creation of your human experience, which is a crystal ball. It's a three-dimensional. It's not flat. It's not a string. It's a three-dimensional crystal ball. Your past is in any direction. your future is in any direction. Take a deep breath in. And as you do so, notice that your crystal ball is just lighting up with all those iridescent colors from that butterfly. And as you release outwards, just find yourself automatically, naturally, easily finding the right past and the right future in which you travel the experiences and have the experiences that you now consciously desire. And I've got somebody who's quite, I guess, challenging spiritually. He's saying, well, Kathy, I'm going to make my past and future exactly the same. Go for it. If your future is full of your past, perfect. Then make your past and your future everything you desire, everything you wish to experience. And on the next deep breath in, just imagine and pretend you're grounding yourself as well as if you are going off, and that's okay, that's perfectly fine. Just anchoring it in also to where you are. And I see some of you are still working out your spacesuit. That's perfectly fine too. You can take as long as you need. Deep breath in and out. As you're expanding your chest cavity and compression with the deep breath in and the extended breaths out, notice and observe the crystal ball around you, just lighting up with all those iridescent colors. Notice particularly the top of your head tingling because you have been isolated, unbound from this realm. Your avatar is now free to experience this realm, because the clearing that was done last week was about clearing your life of interference. And that is true. However, as you're walking this realm now, other people are experiencing interference. You will be more aware of it, but you may not be aware of it from the perspective of you may not like something anymore. You may move away from it. It may take you a week or two, I get 2 weeks for a lot of you to start realizing how you're avoiding some people, places, circumstances because they no longer can hold, they're no longer aligned to what you're willing to experience, or they're too full of whatever it is. And that doesn't make anything good or bad, but they're too full of the adversary energy. And yes, that could be something that looks on the surface to be absolutely fantastic and great. So just simply be aware of this. Your life is moving in another direction. As somebody once told me recently, walk on the yellow brick road, not the brown brick road. Walk on the path of lightness, adventure, experience. Okay, there's still lots and lots of energy flowing here, so we'll keep with it. What's happening going on is okay, downloads of information is coming to each of you. Information, knowledge, opening up. Okay, so what this So what I'm seeing and feeling is that a lot of you will become more aware of your practices, may become more in tune, intuitive. And if anything is, I'm going to say worrying, but that's not actually the point. You're all just getting downloads. So go for it, enjoy, keep breathing in and out, imagining and pretending you're in the middle of that vast crystal, the crystal within of your human experience, which is in creation. It is in creation. Remember, creation has never stopped. Creation is a continuous thing. Your crystal sphere of your human experiences is just one crystal sphere in all of your immortal soul's experiences. And perhaps the human's experience is the hardest, but the best lessons. Perhaps it's the last, perhaps it's the first. The information being downloaded to you is all about humans, is all everything you can know as an immortal being in the human realm. So you will find more things have meaning for you, more information comes to you easily. You have more and clearer intuitive direction to move away from or go towards something, to be in something, to not be in it. Follow your intuition. And as if you go against your intuition, those of you who go against your intuition may feel nauseous, may feel sick. Be kind to yourself. It's a learning experience for all of us to consciously learn, to consciously be aware of what's going on. And be kind to yourself. In the words of a famous lady who shall knows who she is. Okay. Wow. A lot of energy that channeled. Okay, just to finish this off, where you are, I invite you to imagine or pretend or physically do, still with your eyes closed, bring your hands together in front of your heart space as though they're holding a sphere, a ball, and just feel the electricity bouncing across. This is your sphere. This is your experience. This is you're holding the whole of your human experiences in your hand. Just feel the lightning just zap from finger to finger, from palm to finger. Feel the lightning almost like you're holding one of those Faraday balls. The lightning zapping from one hand to the other, past, present, future. And yet the now is at the very center. The now is you. The now is always the you, always at the center. And surrounding this crystal ball is the darkness of eternity, nowhere, no when. And yet within you are holding creation and holding the entirety of your experience. And yet if you bring your awareness out from your hands, out into the vastness of eternity, even though there's just you feel and you know to the absolute depths of your soul and being and immortality is that you are not alone. You are here and you are loved. Deep breath in and bring the crystal up to the top of your head and bring it over your head. Like a helmet, but now it extends and it goes pulling it down over your whole body. And as it gets to your feet, feel yourself take a deep breath in. Feel yourself solidly back in your avatar. Know that you'll have a deep, good night's sleep. There's a lot of integration to happen. Drink lots of water, and I'll see you next time.